This is Keith with How to Build Your Own Home, and we are in my den. I want to give some advice on how to build relationships with subcontractors. This is very important. Some of your subcontractors are going to be on your job site for days, maybe just a day, sometimes weeks at a time, sometimes off and on quite a bit. You're going to want to build a relationship, and a lot of times we don't know how to do that because we think that we need to manage and micromanage and be there and make people feel uncomfortable. I want to give you a couple of things that I do to build relationships with a lot of the subcontractors I do. The relationships I build are key because they want to come to my job site. They look forward to coming to my job site. I've selected them very carefully. They're now welcome on my job site, and they look forward to seeing me. A couple things to keep in mind. I'm going to give you just 3 of them. Ask questions about their trade. Do you love your trade? How long have you been in your trade? Make it enjoyable, like you're very interested in them. They will talk, they will give you information. Some of them are going to be talkative, and that will kind of tell you what kind of person they are, and they may waste some time with that, and that will give you some information on how far you can push with that. But for the most part, ask them questions about themselves and about their trade. Where did they learn how to do this, and that kind of stuff. You will pick up a lot of information that's very helpful, and they may even show you what quality is and how they learn quality and that kind of stuff. Make them feel at home, make them feel welcome on your job site. Second, don't hover over them. Don't sit there and stare at them. I had a client once, and none of the subcontractors that I had wanted to come there, and I said, why? The guy just hovers over us and stares all day long. We can't stand it. That's because he hasn't learned to build a relationship, to talk, to be friendly, just to enjoy their company. Make sure that if you are there and you are watching them, say, I just love to learn. This is so fun for me to watch you guys do this work. It's just I learn a lot, so I appreciate it if you'll let me watch. If I'm making you feel uncomfortable, please let me know. But they will be more than happy to have you watch because they know you're wanting to learn. But if you're just hovering over there like some nitpicky person, that can be very, very uncomfortable. I remember doing a roof years and years ago, and the owner of the property was down there looking like this. There was a shingle crooked, and he kept like this. He didn't talk with us. He didn't, get to know us, and I couldn't figure out what he wanted. He was just down there frustrated because the shingle was not quite perfect. So that makes your job very uncomfortable, and that's also a room for mistakes, and accidents can happen because you make people feel uncomfortable. Lastly, show appreciation. Show thanks. It goes a long way. With me as a general contractor, it goes a very long way because they know they're very appreciative for what they did. I was on a job site this morning, and I had some subcontractors finish up a stucco on a fascia on a building. And I showed up with some fresh eggs and some spinach from my garden. Didn't take anything from me. I gave that to them. They were extremely appreciative. They says, if you have any more jobs, let us know, and I'll hire them, because they were extremely well organized, very clean. They didn't make a mess. They made sure they covered everything so they didn't get any stains on any of the trim that I had on the building. I really appreciated the work, and the price was great. Show appreciation, and you'll build a relationship in the community. All this here is for one purpose. If you have a relationship, you can push for more quality and increase the value of that experience. And pushing for more quality is the key, but you can't do that without a relationship.